The question was so simple, but Antony Blinken, he fumbled so often. It is quite obvious from his body language that he was lying. Take a listen.
The U.S. election. Could you tell us about your outreach to the Trump campaign and what you are doing to insulate your country against the possibility of general changes in U.S. foreign policy? Thanks a lot.
Michael, thank you.
Okay, so he was asked this question about U.S.'s foreign policy when it comes to Israel after what happened in West Bank. We know that an American was killed, and from the very beginning of this question, he was already moving so much. There was absolutely no reason for that. So let's take a look how he changed his body posture once that question was asked.
The U.S. election. Could you tell us about your outreach to the Trump campaign and what you
Okay, now see, he is moving even more.
are doing to insulate your country against the possibility of general changes in U.S. foreign policy?
So one thing very clear from this, which is that he knew that this question will be asked, so he was not feeling very comfortable under his skin answering that kind of question, because we know that he himself is a Zionist. Let's take a listen more.
Thanks a lot.
Michael, thank you. First,
Okay, so the first thing you notice right off the bat, he's touching the podium, holding on it as if his whole life depends on it. This happens when somebody is nervous, somebody needs some support because he's about to answer a question he did not want to answer. But let's take a listen a little bit more here.
I just want to extend my deepest condolences of the United States government to...
Okay, so what else you notice? The other thing that you notice is that he's not making eye contact. When somebody is lying, will not make eye contact. So he's looking down and looking up, sometimes looking at the journalist who asked the question, but you can also see him not looking or making or keeping eye contact with the camera or with the journalist, and just trying to just shows how he is trying to hide something that he was about to lie about.
extend my deepest condolences of
So one more
the United
time.
States government to the family of Aishnor Ezgiaga.
Okay, so tight is lip tied. So at this point, again, he is processing his thought on this whole answer, because if he does go against Israel, if he does say anything against Israel, which would make them very, very unhappy, the Zionists, then it is going to cost his boss's campaign. Democratic election could be at very much stake if the Zionists are not happy. So he's processing his thought, and this is when he was like, yeah, I'm not going to talk for a second, let me think about this, and then I'll come back with the answer. So this is what it shows, again, showing something he's hiding and not feeling comfortable, and putting a lot of thought into this, when this question is very, very simple. What is your policy about Israel, who killed your own citizen? He should not be acting like this. Very, very strange.
We deplore this tragic loss. Now, the most important thing to do is to gather the facts, and that's exactly what we're in the process of doing.
Okay, one more time, fumbling, touching the mic. Again, this is how he is buying time in order to formulate an answer. This is, again, not someone who is comfortable, not someone who is telling the truth, who is definitely not confident. And again, he's thinking in his head how to answer this question. And you also have seen the shudder. Okay, let's take a look one more time. So look, his shudder is coming when he was about to answer this question.
To gather the facts.
So see, you gather the facts, like, yeah, I'm gonna be shuddering a little bit, my body.
The important thing to do is to gather the facts.
Yeah, so again, shows that this guy, he is, yeah, body language is very, very poor. He's looking for approval by shuddering his body language, his body, and he wanted all of us to agree that what he was gonna say is true. But we know he's trying to convince us, and we know the fact, which is that Israel, they are your boss. It's not the other way around.
And that's exactly what we're in the process of doing. And we are intensely focused on getting those facts. And any actions that we take are driven by the facts. So first things first, let's find out exactly what happened, and we will draw the necessary conclusions consequences from that.
Okay, so again, you notice how he's moving back and forth on his right and on his left, and at the same time, see, look at his hand position, hand gesture. So he's basically, when you have this kind of hand gesture, this shows that he's almost like begging us to believe his story, and this is why he extended his hand. So let's take a listen.
Are driven by the facts. So first things first, let's find out exactly what happened.
Okay, so let's find out exactly what happened. So I want you to please believe me that we are on it. Please believe me that we are going to be working on it.
Process of doing.
And this is exactly why he was moving his hand the way he did.
And we are intensely focused on getting those facts. And any actions that we take are driven by the facts. So first things first, let's find out exactly what happened, and we will draw the necessary conclusions.
Again, moving too much on his left and his right, too much moving. He doesn't need to do that, but because he's not comfortable standing there and answering that question about Israel, he's moving too much. It clearly shows that this guy is not comfortable there.
Let's find out exactly what happened, and we will draw the necessary conclusions, consequences from that. As you've heard me say many times before, I have no higher priority than the safety and protection of American citizens around the world, wherever they are. Something I take with the utmost seriousness. So, as we have more info, we'll share it, we'll make it available, and as necessary, we'll act on it.
So basically, all this time he was trying to show us through his body language that please give me time, please believe my story, whatever I'm going to tell. I know you guys will not trust me. I know I have lost my credibility. My administration has lost our credibility when it comes to Israel. But please, please trust me. Please believe me. And this is not something he should be doing if he is talking or if he is speaking the truth. And then another thing that you will also notice, which is that the moment the answer itself was very, very short. He did not elaborate on it. He should have, because this is an American citizen, your people. Why are you trying to dodge this question, right? Almost he's not willing to answer. He's not willing. I mean, the only time he spoke was less than a minute, and this when this question was asked. And then what you notice is this one. So he wants to conclude the conversation. I don't want to talk about this anymore, and let's see how he ends this. Okay, so right away, looking at the other guy, he's from a different state, I believe. So I'm done, and he immediately looked at the other guy. You have the floor, now you talk, because I'm not going to be talking anymore. My lip is tied. My boss will fire me, or my Israel will, the Zionist lobby will just stop donating to my boss's campaign, Genocide Joe's campaign, or Harris's campaign. And so he was really not happy, and this is exactly what is the most shocking part of the video, which is that he spoke only a minute barely, when he should have clarified to us more. He should have more information what happened to the girl when she went to West Bank, what happened. There are a lot of things that he could easily share, but he did not want to ruffle the feather of the Zionists. Something very, very pathetic, and we have seen over and over again.